So when they're talking about leaving the past behind, they're talking about leaving all the things that you've been engulfed with, all the toxic things that like you wouldn't have done as a baby, you know. As an adult, we all care for toddlers. Growing up as mothers and fathers, we're caring for toddlers. So you start thinking of it like when they say leave the past behind, you start thinking of it like a toddler, you know what, leaving all the things that I wouldn't do to this toddler that I'm currently taking care of. And then you you leave all this toxicity alone, all those toxins, and you know, not, I won't say wayward, because if you haven't experienced the death of life, there's literally no point searching for its beauty. So, and there is really no point to leaving. So, but like knowing at one point in your life that you've got to leave some of the excessive things that you've been doing in the past. This is what I think they mean by leave the past where it is. That is the bad things that you've done, the bad experience, all that. But leaving yourself alone, transforming completely yourself. Transformation is a beautiful thing. But if the person who is transforming is not the person who is receiving the benefit of the transformation, there is really no point to transforming. And currently I've been going through that change, but I'm not saying this because I'm scared to lose myself. I've lost myself a couple of times, over and over. I'm still willing to learn more things and grow, but I think in losing yourself, you have to find yourself. Just like the examples I gave before putting this on camera, and I was talking about like your way home from a structure, right? So if you leave your home and you go out to get something, if you leave your home, you go out to get something, you will have to come back to your home. Whatever you're going out to get, no matter how far you're going, you have to come back to your home. And I'm not talking about homelands, and I'm not talking about, you know, your nationality. I'm talking about your building, like your building. If it's not your building, most probably your friend's home or your office. You know, if you leave a place of rest, a place of your comfort, which is your being, yeah, you do everything that you do as a human, and you go out to, let's say, you wake up in the morning, you go out to buy, you leave your the structure of your home, of your building, and you go out to buy something. Whatever you're buying, whatever you go out to buy, you have to bring it back to the home. So that is the pretense of circulating it. That is the present, that is the past, the present, and the future. So you wouldn't say the structure itself was like the past, and then you have to leave the house behind because you're going forward, and there's something. You cannot get another home in front of you when you're walking. You cannot get another you in front of you. You cannot like just take off your shade and just like pull off your skin and just find another you for the sake of leaving the past behind. So when you for the sake of leaving the past behind. So when you go, you come back. Whatever you're going to get, you're bringing back to your home. You're bringing back to the home, which is back to the past itself in the afterlife, in the after step. You know, every second is tomorrow, because like you don't know what's happening the next second, the next minute, or like the next hour. You don't know what you might see. You might have a plan, but like something is different. It's not the same people that you meet on the street a few minutes ago that you would meet in the next minute, in the next hour, you know. So like when you're going into so that's what I mean by like it's the afterward, it's tomorrow, it's the future. Because when you go out and you come back, the coming back was programmed by you. That's the plan that you have for the future, the plan of your investments, the plan of your intention to build, the plan of your hard work. You know, the capital is in the future, and in this future you truly do not know what is surrounding it. Okay, you truly don't know what is surrounding it. So whatever you're working hard for, you have to take it to the point where you're coming from. And for me, I think that is the point of the future, because it's the benefits that the past gets. You're the one who's walking from the past to this present, and you're only working hard and investing so that you benefit from it, regardless of your sacrifices, regardless of your pain. You're still waking up in the morning to go and get something that you're bringing back to yourself. And regardless of how petty what you're bringing back to yourself is, you're gathering and saving and hoping that this thing enlarges and becomes a whole for your future. So the person who's benefiting from the future is yourself. So you're already programming your future. So if you leave yourself behind and leave everything that you've done, everything that you are and you stand for, you automatically are bringing all your returns back to another person, back to your present, not back to the person who worked hard for the present to become a future. So everything just works together. There is no transformation without the past, and there is no transformation without the past, and there is no past without the future. So you cannot throw the past away, like throw the past away just for transformation's sake. Yeah, I was really talking about femininity before I slide into this conversation, but I think that this is what people mean when they say, leave the past behind and look forward to the future. You look forward to the future, but there's always going back home. There's always the way back home. The way back home is your future. Don't ever forget. Don't look back when things break you, when things hurt you, but remember that your way back home, regardless, it's still your way home. Your future is still the way back home. You know what I mean? Your future is the way back home. So the lessons you learn from the past to the present, the hope for the future is the lessons learned from the past to the present, helping you understand the toxins that affected your fast forwardness to the future. Okay, helping you see how to eliminate these toxins, helping you see what your do's and don'ts, helping you see your capacity, most importantly, helping you see your strength, helping you see how far you can go, how far you need to work hard for. So this is the morals. This is the, how am I going to say? This is the technique. I'll say technique. This is the technique. This is the skill of understanding your mistakes, the skill of discipline, the skill of being yourself, regardless of whatever has happened to you, knowing that the one who benefits from the future is yourself. That is the technique that you need to take into your future. Technique of the lessons learned from your past and what you need to take into your future to help you benefit this hard work and this whatever you're doing in your life to grow up yourself. So that's just what I think. The past is the future in a way, because the world is also circulating, if you think of it, and there's no going to get without bringing back. There's no way you're going to get anything without bringing back to yourself. That is the foundation. That is the reason why we come back home. That is the reason why the train goes forth and back. That is the reason why the tree grows and then its leaf withers away and then it grows again, because it's going back to the dust. And like all of this weed and all of this stuff is like, it all goes back to dust, So it goes back to dust, it reproduces. That's what I'm saying. So transform your life with yourself. Take yourself along, and do not be ashamed of being in the before. Do not be ashamed of being after. People would want to make you feel like, oh, you're still there, you're old school. Be old fucking school. That's the reason why we still listen to them. That's where knowledge lives. That's the wisdom. Wisdom is in old school. Wisdom is in the past. Take it with you. If you forget everything that you've been through, if you forget everything that you are, you're gonna lose yourself, and there's nobody benefiting from it in the future. So stay in your guard, love yourself, and choose yourself.